Hey everyone, it's JoJo and I'm back for, I believe it's part 4 of this beautiful diamond painting clock. I am an affiliate and influencer with Temu, so please click the links below and check them out. That is where this kit was bought from. This actually belongs to my daughter, and she sent it home for me to work on for her, and it's fun. I really am enjoying it. I really enjoy, which I keep saying that in every video, don't I? I really enjoy diamond painting. I enjoy the process. I think it's an amazing that you start out with just a colored piece of canvas or a blank canvas, and then you end up with something as beautiful as these diamond paintings are. Now, on this one, I don't like that I'm having to push where I've got it rolled. It is a little uncomfortable and tedious. However, with my little setup right here, I'm not very comfortable. So, just for the sake of the videos, you know, I'm doing things a little bit different than what I would normally do. If I get another camera set up, I will show you from my other room where that I work on a normal basis. I'm hoping to eventually get this little craft room, call it my little hole in the wall. The boys call it my hole, my cave, because you don't know that it's here, and it's just a small, tiny room, and it is full. And when I'm sitting in here, I'm surrounded by stuff, but it's organized for what I have. It's just not organized the way I want it to be. I have a desk that's sitting in front of me that I want to get out of here because it's just too big for there. I want to get a different desk that I'm sitting at. This one here that I'm on is a old sewing machine cabinet. Very vintage, very old, and I want to put that out in my shed, which I am trying to work on to become my craft room at some point. I would really love, since I don't have heat and electric and all that out there right now, my goal is to get that set up so I can put all of my supplies that won't be damaged by heat or cold. You know, most of my paper would be okay out there because it would never get wet. It is a it's an Amish style shed, so it is very nice and in very good condition, but they're so expensive to finish, you know, because it needs drywall, it needs to be electric added to it, it needs heat and air conditioning of some sort. I have an air conditioner I could pop in my window. I only have one window out there, which I think would be okay. It is huge, but I'm hoping to get it to where that I can store my supplies out there if I'm going to have to craft in here. I would rather craft out there and have this little room just for whenever I do my like maybe do my videos in here, or just when I'm wanting just my little bit of time and I'm not out there crafting. I'd like that to be my main craft area, but of course, you know, I'd have to have my little area in the house. Then I could get my living room back. Did I just say that? No, I do craft out there. And I do my business stuff out of one corner in my kitchen. So I would like to change all of that. Like to get everything contained, but my house is only 600 square foot, which, yes, it's tiny, but at the same time, it's cozy. I'd like to fix this little room up so Craig and I could come back here and, you know, watch our movies of an evening, and then just have the living room just for when we have company. But that's a pipe dream, right? 3 is next. I think we all have to have some sort of dreams, some sort of wishes and wants. This one is a, let's see if I can lift this up. Put it right there. It was in the wrong tray from where I've spilt them. So I need my little bitty twos. Put the itty bitties around here. I want to do things different when I get the shed set up, so that way we can have a little sitting spot for whenever I want to craft outside. I love to sit outside. Craig is my partner in crime. We don't do crime, but he loves to throw horseshoes, and he gets into different horseshoe tournaments and different things throughout the year. And he actually has his horseshoe pits in the backyard. And I used to love to throw with him, but I can't do that anymore. So I sit out back and I craft while he throws. And then when we go to his little tournaments, I always take something to work on. The guys and gals that throw horseshoes, they're so awesome. I love them. They're such good people. And it's fun. Most of them are a lot older than us, which is fine. I don't know, I've always liked hanging out with the older folks. Just seems like sometimes they're easier. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's just they've been through so much that they're easier to get along with. I love people, but just something about the older folks. They're pretty awesome. I like listening to their stories, which I've said that before, but I really like hearing about their life and times. I was never a history buff when I was younger, but now I love some history. Not so much about the wars and that kind of stuff. That's just not really up my alley, but I like the things about, you know, the way that they used to live back in the day. I love genealogy. I do a lot of that. Okay. These are 6s. but it's fun. I do my own genealogy, but I also love doing things for other people and learning about their past, you know, their ancestors. Oops. So I'm going to pull this one down, and I'm going to go ahead and get these right here. And even though I pull this piece of plastic down, if I were to decide to stop when I get these on here, I could, because all I have to do is flip that piece of plastic back up. So now it's stuck back down, and I don't have to worry about it so much. But these up here, I want to make sure that if I do decide to quit at some area, I mean, you never know when you're working on something, if something's going to happen to where you have to quit real fast. Get a phone call, or you have company, or, you know, you got to run and do something. And sometimes I work on these on the run. I know that I have to leave and be somewhere and go do something. So while I'm sitting here at home, though, I cannot just sit. I have to have something to do. So I will just pick up a few of these and work on something. And then when I have to go, I can flip the plastic back up and put my little tray back in my little slot in there and go. It's that easy. Isn't that cool? I've almost got another whole row, which we didn't do this one real big, but it was still a decent size. But since this is just a partial, it doesn't take as long. See if I can go ahead and put my threes where they go. And I do have these here to do, but since I have so much of the small, I like to go ahead and grab like my number ones and start placing them around, so that way the bigger ones don't get in my way. I don't know that they would on this one, but that's just my preference. We are all going to work different. So I have a light pad tip for you. Right now, over here where my electric is, over here on the edge where this is plugged in. See if I can get it right in here. This is starting to get warm. It's not hot, it's warm. It's not smoking, it's not on fire, it's none of the above. It's just warm. But when I go to unplug that, I need to be really careful so that way it's doesn't pull the plug piece out. That is my biggest complaint about these kind of light pads, is the plug is a USB. They do get warm, and if you pull them out, which I did on this one, and the whole plug piece come undone on the inside of this light pad. So I have to be really careful now when I plug it up, because I had to take it apart. The wires were not damaged. They were not pulled apart. None of the above. It was just disassembled from where it was supposed to be. It's come unglued. And I was going to glue it back. However, about any kind of glue that I use so far, I've not found any that can take high heat like that. I'm going to do some more research to see what I can find. I was afraid that the super glue would get brittle and crack, and then I'd be thinking, okay, this is okay. Now here, I just noticed this one here, and I'm sure that you guys won't be able to see, but it is discolored. So I just discard it. It'll go into my scrap pile. And when I get enough of these drills saved up that are scraps, I will come back on here at some point and show y'all what I would do with them. I have lots and lots of projects planned up. I'm afraid to oversaturate you all with the videos. So if I'm putting out too many, please let me know. Because I know there's so many other crafters out there and so many other people that do video. I don't want to bore anybody with what I'm doing. And if there's something that you would like to see me do, please, by all means, leave me a comment, send me a message, look me up on Facebook. I have a group on Facebook called JoJo's Jazzy Junk Journals and More. And I'd be more than happy if y'all come over and join us there. It basically, it is my group. I mean, I started the group. However, I don't consider it my group. I consider it my members' groups. Because without my members, it wouldn't be a group. And I absolutely love my members. My number one rule is to, of course, be kind to one another. If you want to lurk, which I have a lot of lurkers, I'm okay with that. I know that I'm in a lot of groups and I don't chat on a lot. Sometimes it's because I'm not comfortable or because I've got so much going on in my life, I just don't have the time. But I like to scroll through and read and see what other people have made and done, and you know, feel the connection that way. So if you want to join the group, by all means, I would love it, absolutely love it if you would participate. But at the same time, if you don't, no pressures. I totally understand. There are some questions to answer, but that's just to make sure that, you know, you're not getting spammers in the group, and it's to keep all of my members safe. Sometimes it gets real chatty, and other times it's real quiet. So it's just depends on the day and the people. And I share my videos over there. It's not a requirement that you have to watch them. I would just appreciate it if you did. Yeah, just the main thing is to be kind to one another and to have fun. Oops. Push that one into place. And then let's see, I have these ones. So that quick, we have another big space finished. So I'm going to unroll this. Check that out. Isn't that pretty? See all the sparkly? This is going to be an awesome clock. I love it already. Oh my gosh. My daughter's going to be lucky to get it back, isn't she? I may have to go on and order me one. Oh, I love this. Isn't that beautiful? So what I would do before I start my next set is be gentle with it. Just kind of roll it up. And remember, I told you I want to grab, oops, over here, right here is where the piece starts. And I want to grab that. And I put my short end outside. But that's what I want to grab on both sides. I want to make sure that I get that piece on this side too. Because if I don't, it'll unravel. It'll unravel. It'll unroll on me. I always put the short edge of the paper clip on the outside just so I don't get any sticky. But yeah, there we are. Ready for part 5. So thank you all for watching. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. And please click like and subscribe on my video. And please check out Temu. Have a great day. And remember to be kind to one another. Bye-bye.